Hello, friends. I'm Brad Beard, owner and winemaker for Mercury Wine. Welcome to Happy Hour with Brad, where my brother Grady and I, we drink a little wine. We do some fantastic wine pairings, but most of all, we try to have a little fun. Sorry, we're a few minutes late. This reminds me of early 2020. But what is going on tonight? I don't know if you can see. We have our electric lights going. We have rain. There's something that they call water falling out of the sky in California, so we have to be very excited about it. So we had a last-minute switch up to go under the big circus
top.
Tent.
Under the big top tonight.
But my gosh, we have so many things going on today.
So much going on, my
most
friends.
of you folks are watching us because you're our fantastic wine clubbers and great friends. So we're going to be talking about all the fantastic wines that are going to be coming in your club shipment, which is happening in just a week and a half or so.
My
or something
gosh,
like that.
where did April go?
It went away.
It did. It's gone.
We filed it, and
it's in the books.
we're gonna button it up in here in just a few seconds.
Yes, we are.
So we're going to be talking about some absolutely fantastic wines. The other super exciting thing that's going on for us and for our folks in the crowd is we are practicing ribs tonight because as things are opening up around the planet and around California, we've decided to have our May Day Festival.
And it's actually on May 1st. It's on May Day this year, Sunday, May 1st.
That is fantastic. It's super awesome. And we're going to be doing our rib cook-off.
And Brad will be defending his two-time rib champion title.
My two-time rib champion is happening. For those of you that have been with us before and went to the secret Geyserville Park across the railroad tracks behind a crazy winery that you didn't know what it was, we're going to be actually at Clos du Bois, one of our neighbor wineries. I'm sure all you guys heard those things. They have a beautiful big garden that they're going to be putting us in this year. So again, this is a free event for everybody.
Free to come. You got to buy tickets to have ribs.
But if you want to get some ribs, you got to pay for those because we're raising money for all of our of our children and all that
cool
kind of fun stuff.
Get a little money.
As we always do. And if you want to taste the fantastic award-winning ribs, you got to come down.
You got to and come down, and then you can vote for Brad.
You can. If you swing by the Brad Rib Tent, we're giving out $100 passes.
That's right.
So that you can go vote appropriately.
That's right. We have special prizes for
because
people who vote for us.
Unlike normal elections, this one we are allowed to bribe.
We're totally allowed to bribe the heck out of you, and we will.
Our good friends at Clos du Bois have allowed me to bring in some wine, so of course we'll have the jug wine
and Freddie, of course,
pair that up.
That always garners a few votes.
Well, we'll see. We don't know about they're dog friendly, but we don't know exactly the whole thing. So Freddie might be there for our setup, but
then maybe he's going to hang out with me afterwards. Okay, that makes perfect sense.
And then the other really cool thing is that Grady's going to be able to attend for at least a couple of hours because we got JJ now, and he's going to let Grady come down for an hour or two and see what the fun stuff is, and then he'll be back to help us rock and roll.
Wrap up
and we'll be smoking up some ribs and having some fun. And we'll be there serving her slaw. She'll be slinging her jugs to anybody that will take them, and we're going to be having some fun.
I'm ready. I'm ready. That's May 1st.
Sorts.
And it's on our website for more information.
What? That's on our website?
No, JJ has our website cracking now. I did such a poor job. For 10 years, the website looked like...
There was some information on it.
You know what? It was fun. It was cute. It was easy to navigate, but not very much excitement. Now JJ has our website perfect.
So if you click on events, you're going to look at the drop down and you'll see all the great things that are going on. Most of y'all just got your wine club email because that's happening. And so that also has a list of all our events. But if that doesn't happen, you don't have that with you, you've got a mobile phone, you can click on there.
Click on the website. Check it all out, kids. It's all happening now. We're like it's like futuristic. We're so far ahead of things now. All right, so we're 90s. We've caught up to the 90s.
I was going to give you like 2003.
Oh, thank you.
I was thinking
2003 when the web really got kicking.
When most people actually could have a website that said something and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Okay. So, all right, 23. You have an empty glass there, home style.
So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to start out with a little bit of our La Classique Rosé.
What a great idea, because that's in the club.
It is in the club, and it's absolutely fantastic. And in California, where it's very warm, but it rains, and we have sun, I think this is a perfect thing to have today.
I think it's the most delightful wine of all time. In the sun, in the rain, in a fox with a box, it doesn't matter. You've got it all going on with the Lee Classique.
Well, we were worrying about getting online and being a little bit late. Grady was entertaining our crowd today. That we have a big crowd out here today. Way to go!
We do have a
lot of good friends. We got folks coming out to say hi to us.
Johnny Carson would be jealous.
I
of
know.
Our crowd.
He'd be jealous of you because all he had was Ed McMahon.
Oh, wait.
But
I'm Ed McMahon. I'm Ed McMahon to your Brad.
Making Ed McMahon not know what he was doing.
Well, he could drink Budweiser like nobody else.
I think you guys you do drink the same.
We do. We're very similar.
Right before you go on.
Hey now. I try to slow down 5 minutes before we go on live.
Okay. All right. Excellent. But no, it's so we have a fantastic crowd out here today, and it's awesome. It's just wonderful. Obviously, make a reservation, come down and see us. Most of you guys are, I know, out of the area. But as things get kicking up and things are getting very busy out here in wine country,
get some
country. So if you are thinking about coming out, not only coming to just see me, if you are awesome, you need to make one reservation. But don't forget that most wineries now are trying to do a reservation. Yeah. And then if you can accommodate a walk-in, you can. So
absolutely, just
things to think about, all that kind of stuff. So, it's been a month since we've done this. Did I talk about the Le Classique? I'm sure that our great friends online will let me know. Did I talk about this because it had just been bottled?
We were drinking it, but I don't think we were talking about it just yet.
We were inspecting it to see.
We weren't
drinking. We were inspecting it to see if it was ready to go.
I think it's ready to go.
But I know that a lot of you guys had a panic attack last year during harvest because we didn't get. We weren't able to make this wine the way we do normally, and I was very nervous about it, and we were just going to make it something else, not Le Classique, if we didn't get there. But I definitely think we got there.
We got there.
And somehow we were able to still find out, still work out some of that watermelon nose.
Totally there.
So
scared at first because it wasn't there when
there wasn't as much watermelon. It really wasn't.
But now it is back. The watermelon is right there on the nose.
It is.
But
any other berry that you want to talk about with this wine?
No.
Okay. All right. Just curious, because the other day you were getting some
There were some other berries, but I'm not going to say them on camera because I don't want anybody to hold me to it. I would never say this wine was explosive or had weird berries in it.
He wasn't even calling it explosive.
I wasn't.
But we had a
berry mishap.
An odd. Something about a gooseberry or a lingonberry.
Well, it may have even been a Marionberry, Brad, at that point.
Could have been.
God only knows with me.
But anyway, I get a really wonderful watermelon. I'm going to say that, I was worried. We have let people enjoy this wine. We let people taste it earlier, but I think this wine really is where it's at now, and it is a fantastic rosé. And what that means to me is that it's beautiful aromatics up front, wonderful balance, nice acidity, and a nice long finish, which most rosés today are either going to be the syrupy sweet side, or they're going to go into
minerally that they have
minerally and austere.
Yeah, it's like where's the flavor? Where's the excitement? The excitement is right here in the glass for this one. It's a stunner. But if you've been drinking it, and I know you have, because I've been getting your emails. It's just a stunner right now.
No, it's there. So you got the wonderful, wonderful richness and great flavor. Really, really happy about it. The other thing that I'm very excited about is that it's going into club.
Yep.
Everybody's going to get an opportunity to taste this. A couple of years ago, we didn't make enough of it where it can make it into the club.
It didn't.
And so now we are making it up, and everybody can get to enjoy that.
And thank you for making more.
Well, we're trying, but I can only...
do it. The grapes tell you.
We can only do so much.
I know, but you keep trying. And again, the things that people really ask for, we try to make more of. Brad always tries to help people with their addictions, like me.
Like, the black bubbles are coming out here shortly.
Shortly?
I'm just kidding.
I've been telling people forever that it's not going to be shortly.
It's not.
Oh.
That's
April
why
Fool.
so many people have been asking for that, but that's a little bit away. So.
Okay, I figured it was still cooking. Do you think Thanksgiving? No.
Of what year?
Well, hopefully this year.
No, not happening.
Okay, all right.
Not going to be there. You're going to need to enjoy the Freddie Rosé.
And that is okay, because that Freddie Rosé of Cab Chard is also doing spectacular. Not coming in the club,
I was thinking that Freddie Sparkling Rosé.
Oh, I can get down with that.
Which sparkles, kind of like the black one. And then is dosage with what grade?
Petite Syrah.
And?
and Petite Syrah.
and Syrah and Dark Side.
Oh, the
and,
dark side,
So
yes,
is- yep,
and
yep.
Cabernet Franc. So,
Oh, that one too was
Yes,
in
it's
there.
in-
Oh,
it's in the
Grady
Dark
was
Side.
remembering excellently.
well,
Excellent. So that was
sometimes
Dosage on the Dark Side. The
It
Black
was.
Bubbles was,
was straight
I
up
know,
Petite
where it was
Syrah.
all, it was Petite Syrah, plus Dosage with Petite Syrah. So
Right.
it was,
so it was
just-
100% Petite Syrah.
Yeah.
This guy has a little dark side
It
action.
does.
So Petite Syrah's in there,
Mhm.
Syrah and Cabernet Franc.
So
Yum.
is reminiscent, I would say.
Oh, absolutely reminiscent.
There's hints
the raspberries,
of that. Mhm.
hints of that deliciousness is absolutely there. We're loving the sparkling rosé right now, and I'm sure you are
Awesome.
too.
Oh my God.
It's
So
a
good.
stunner. It's a stunner.
All right, I'm gonna zip on to the next wine real quick. Looks like we have some Pinot
Should we
Noir
do
over
Pinot?
there
Let's do Pinot.
because in a few minutes Danny's gonna bring out the ribs,
Oh, the
and
ribs.
I'd like to. The Pinot Noir may or may not,
I got a
but
feeling
I'm gonna
your
say that
Pinot-
I want to get to the next wines.
Okay.
For the ribs.
Sure. But I know if you had Pinot and you had Brad's ribs, you'd
'Cause-
be like happy. It's so good.
Yeah, I think you'd be okay.
I think so because you
I don't
got
know if it's
that
happy.
beautiful Two Valley blend going on here. There's a richness, there's a depth, there's an elegance. This is not
Oh.
your watered down Pinot.
Hey, speaking of watery Pinots, I've been out tasting other people's, and they're still just as disappointing as they always are. But what most people are looking for is when is Brad's Pinot. So instead of saying something was disappointing, not having the black bubbles, let's talk about something that is
It
exciting.
is exciting
that-
and available.
That well, we'll
and
decide.
coming in the 12 bottle club.
There's that, but the more exciting thing is that the new Pinot.
Yep.
Is going to be bottled this year in August, and so when you were talking about could the sparkler be ready
Right.
for the holidays, I do believe the new Pinot will be ready for
We'll
the
be
holidays.
ready. Oh, and
And
Pinots are
again,
perfect with
another
Thanksgiving.
North Coast Two Valley blend.
Yep.
Actually, there's a little bit of Sonoma Coast, which just doesn't have in that one,
ooh,
but it
we
doesn't
haven't had
matter.
Sonoma
that's,
Coast in the house for a while.
2008
14?
was the last Sonoma Coast.
Wow. God,
Wasn't
has it been that long?
Well, that's when I made it, and then it was a
Well,
couple years later.
Yeah, and a couple years later, but God, that okay, yeah, could have. I thought there was another one.
Was there?
I thought there was.
Well, when did we have to stop calling it Sonoma Coast and call it North Coast?
Right.
So we have had a grape that was grown in Sonoma County,
Right.
close to the coast,
Close
but
to
now
the
we have to
coast.
call it North Coast versus Sonoma
versus
Coast
Sonoma Coast
because they have a problem with geographical versus regional.
versus regional. Mm.
I know.
Man,
oh my gosh! You know
It's a
what?
shame we drink so much.
Grady, you know what's not on those list of things we're
What's
supposed to
not
talk
on our cue
about?
cards today? What did I forget to put on?
Or am I jumping the gun?
I don't know.
I think I'm jumping the gun.
Which what are you thinking?
I'm going to stop. I'm going to start talking about. Okay, we will have a Pinot Noir out most
Okay.
likely in
All right. But
Thanksgiving.
we're not in any danger of the 18 though
Of
right
course,
now.
we're in danger of the 18. There's about 12 or 13 cases of
Okay, we're in serious
that.
danger of the 18 not being available.
Once we pack up the wine club, there's not going to be that much left.
That's
But
right. Those
again,
12
that's
bottle people
but we didn't
suck
have
up all
enough
the
left,
stuff.
so that's only going in the case club. That's not
Only in
going
the case club, right?
in all three. Wow. I think I want to talk about those things. Maybe I need to ask you off camera if we're going to do that. But there's some really exciting things that have been going on for Mercury that have to do with things that are shiny and then people that are judgy, big judgesters. Should I bring that up today or not?
Easter eggs?
Okay. All right.
No, we're past Easter
We'll
eggs.
talk about that a little bit later.
You know, we will. I think we should bring that up because it's kind of exciting, and I'm wildly proud of you.
Oh my gosh. Talking about wildly exciting.
This Pinot on the nose will change your life. I'm getting several thumbs up from the Peanut Gallery today.
Mm.
Yes, yay! Thank
So
you,
you're
cool
saying
cats.
peanuts and Pinot go together?
Peanuts and Pinot.
Excellent.
It's don't they
Excellent.
do that in Dry Creek occasionally?
They
Peanuts and
do.
Pinot?
That's a big one.
Yeah.
That's a big event out there.
Goober peas and Pinot.
Everybody's looking for that one.
Everybody's looking for that. But oh my God, Brad! If this doesn't
No,
have
that's
everything
really
you
good.
want in a Pinot,
And when I was out inspecting other folks' Pinots just to make sure that we were, not going off track or whatever, the style, and it's a style, and so they can be very proud of it, and I'm sure
Sure.
it wins them some awards or some
Oh, yeah.
accolades.
yeah.
But the style of Oregon Pinots, the Willamette Valley specifically, of being very mentally, very austere,
Sure.
with lacking what I would say in a lot of flavor
Okay.
and complexity. This one is not. This one has aromatics all up front. This has got layers of flavor.
Layers of flavor.
That when I was tasting these other Pinots this last couple of weeks, that
Maybe missing
I would
some of
get
that.
cherries or
Yeah, yeah.
strawberry, but nothing really layered or
Right.
complex. Where I think this one is doing just that.
Again, you've always said that a Pinot
Mm.
is a lighter grape, but that doesn't mean not complex.
Oh, is that what I was saying?
You always say that, especially
What else do I say about Pinots? It sounds right so far. I'm liking
so far we're moving in the right direction. But they should be elegant,
it. Yes.
but without the hard oaking that some people are doing
Yeah.
to a delicate little grape like a Porpino.
Or just for my personal opinion, it should be as complex and exciting as a Cabernet without the intensity of the boldness of the grape and without
Right.
the heavy oaking. So it should be as complex, meaning there's layers of flavor,
Yes.
nose, mid,
Yes.
front, finish, all those things, but all of them without the intensity of those heavy oaking regimens.
Right.
And this one, obviously soft smoke, but it's not
At all.
tasty.
You don't
and-
taste that at all.
But honestly, I was just inspecting our 2018 Cabernet.
Yeah.
You had some last night.
Oh, we did have that last night.
And so there's a big old cab that has a fair amount of oak on it, but just got bottled. And I'm not going to release it here in the tasting room for another year to let all those
Yeah.
things
Yeah.
relax. But I was noticing a wonderful spicy warming spice on it. And that was all coming from that super expensive French oak. Thank you for giving me some warming spices along with the cost of the barrel.
If you're going to spend that much, they might as well
Yes.
throw some spice in there
But
with it.
so there is the other folks would use those pretty powerful barrels
Yeah.
and then put it on their Pinot, I think is what you're alluding to.
Yeah.
And then if it's thin and minerally and then you have all that oak on there, what are you going for?
Yeah, the flavors are now
So,
disjointed.
yeah.
and Too much.
I agree with
And
you.
again, they're
100%.
pushing the barnyard so much these days.
Hey, has anybody seen Screen Time?
I haven't seen Screen Time for
I
a
haven't
bit.
seen Screen Time either. I wonder if he's okay. I'm sure getting hungry for some ribs.
That's why I think we haven't seen him.
Hey,
Because Danny is
JJ,
getting
would
the
you
ribs
go
going.
find Screen Time and see if he's running around in there?
Do you want to move on to a little rocket?
I do,
while we're
because I think
talking?
the rocket's going to be fantastic.
The
with it.
rocket will be amazing with Brad's ribs.
I think the
It always
rocket-
is.
I think we actually have some really fun things to go along with it.
And
Sort
that-
of depends on how much vinegar we're going to get. And we had a new we have a new smoker
That's
that
right.
we were trying out today. So hopefully
Yeah.
that'll give the right amount of smoke without things being
nice.
crazy.
I'm excited. I'm excited for your new smoker. It's very
Yes.
sexy. Your other smoker was very workaday and
anti-sexy.
crazy. It was
Actually,
like
you know
a
what?
rat rod of smokers. It was
rat
rusty
rods.
and crazy.
No, it still is rusty,
I know, but
and it's still fantastic.
but
But
there's something sexy about
I
it.
can only put about 8 racks to 10 racks of ribs
Right.
on there, and I need to make 15
We need
racks
to
of
make
ribs
a
next
lot of
weekend.
ribs. So,
So we need to get a new one. So we have a
I'm
modern.
so happy that we have a new.
We have a new modern smoker that
Woo.
I pulled up my chair out in front of and expected to be having to work all the levers and all that
No,
kind of stuff. I
it
just
does
sat
it all
there. I
itself.
sat there for 3 hours.
Did you use the app to
Yes.
change the temperature?
We
and
all
stuff?
have the app, and we're
Of
getting.
course. Now
we're
the
getting-
smokers have an app.
Yep.
Kids.
I just got a notification that it's cooled off. It is safe.
And
to,
it is safe.
It's safe to store.
Nice. You
So
know
that
what?
was
Living
nice.
in the future is pretty awesome, I think. There's something special about that.
I'll tell you what. The little appy people that made that app actually was.
They
pretty
did a
good.
great
Yeah.
job. Because JJ was showing me, and I'm like, ooh, April Fools. Let's turn it up to 500 degrees. JJ's like, give me my phone back.
If you want some burnt ribs, that sounds.
I don't want any
fantastic.
burnt ribs, obviously. But let's
But
talk about
If you
this
do
beautiful
the
rocket.
rocket, what's going on here with the rocket, Grady?
What is going on with that rocket? God bless America. So we're on the 19. Delightfully plummy on the nose.
That's a 19.
Yes, sir. 19, 20, 21.
Made or
22.
released?
Made in 19. Or harvested in 19. And then
Mhm.
just released.
Okay, that sounds
Because
fantastic.
this spends a lot of
God, here's
time
screen
in
time.
the barrel.
Hasn't gotten hardly any today.
Hardly got
Come
Here
on,
comes Danny.
here.
Yay, Danny!
Thank you.
Wow, this looks really good, Danny. What have
Danny,
you got?
oh
for
my
us today?
God, knocking it
God.
out of the park again, sir.
All right, so this is our award-winning rib recipe. I would tell you what's in it, but then the competition would hear, and
That's right.
not happening. All right. So we've been on the smoker cooking these ribs all day, not drinking, just really focused. Focused.
That doesn't sound like
Okay.
you at all.
I know. The coleslaw is actually Miss Anna's recipe.
Ooh,
that,
Anna. It looks beautiful.
I recreated, added a few things. It's
Nice.
much better. I still love you, but I'm just
Oh!
saying. All right.
Ouch.
So there's a little pineapple, some
Oh,
red
interesting.
onion, some
I see the red
green
onion. Mhm.
All right, honey.
Yeah.
We have oil.
Mm.
We have a little
Ooh.
celery seed,
That's good,
pepper,
sir.
and some special honey from our dear friends Stephen and Jamie.
Yay!
So,
Special
yes.
honey.
Here we go. We will also be having that at
Was that the
rib
South
cook-off.
Bay or the North Bay honey? Is the real question.
Anyway, so please,
All
I hope
right.
you guys come out and see us.
Yay.
Enjoy.
Thanks,
Everybody
Danny.
else enjoy.
All right.
You're the best.
We'll
Steve.
see you soon.
Sure
You're the
thing.
best,
Hey,
sir.
next time you're running past the wine dispenser in there, would you bring us some of the jug wine?
Jug wine.
Because we are going to be serving this with the jug wine next
Oh,
weekend.
you know what?
So bring
Right
a
away.
little jug
right
out.
away.
Grab a carafe, sir. A little 500 carafe.
Wow, what is going on here? All right. I
Wow.
say that the color looks pretty good. Everything's going all right.
Coleslaw so good, even Grady will eat it. That's saying a lot. Because it
Why
has a
are
lot
you
of the,
eat- Why are you eating coleslaw?
it has a lot of the food groups I don't eat. Because I'm trying to be healthier. I'm trying to
Really?
I know. I'm trying to not die young. So I'm going to have some fiber.
All right.
Occasionally.
Or something that's green
Something that's green.
and not out of a can or a jar. Okay.
You know, there's a lot of
hey,
wonderful
good
things
for
out of
you.
a can.
We all learn. There's
You
so
know,
many things we can learn.
There's a lot
You
of
know,
things that Chef Boyardee does
If
right.
we can go ahead and mark this episode and maybe get it towards the Learning Channel so that we can help educate folks.
That you can
Wow.
eat healthier, even
Those
though you're
ribs are a little
anti-healthy.
spicy.
Are
Anybody
they?
else getting a little spicy?
Ah!
Oh my God!
Well, now
Wow.
I have
leave
put
it there. Leave it there. Freddie will get it.
No, I'll get it.
Everything's fine.
I'll eat
Oh my
it.
God.
I'll still eat it. I don't care.
JJ, can we switch the camera angle?
Okay.
Grady had a coleslaw
I
explosion.
had a coleslaw explosion
So-
over here.
Okay, so,
Grady had a problem with your coleslaw.
It was so good, it exploded all over me.
Well, I don't know what to do about that, but if you'd like some more,
We have no jug wine.
No,
is
no,
what
I'll
you're
be
saying?
fine.
So
I'll
I
be
would
fine
love
with
to
stuff
get
on the
you
floor.
some jug wine, but evidently the staff here doesn't know how to change the argon tank. So we are working on that.
Then we can afford to bring me the bottle of it.
There you go.
So just bring the bottle out. It'll be fine. Just bring the bottle.
It's
Right on
underneath.
the
right underneath the,
Yeah.
right on the bar. Right on the bar.
that one. There we go. Oh my God! It is possible to make these things happen. Wow! Wow!
Hey,
So
look
we're
at
out of
that.
argon. So if you want to refill your jugs this weekend, it's not going to happen. There's nothing to change it to, so that won't happen. Way to go. All right. So ribs, I think they're coming apart quite nicely. We've got a little resistance. Looking at my new smoker, you know what in the competition, they're going to look for a little bit of a smoke ring on there.
Right,
We've
right.
got a little bit of a smoke
We've
ring
got it. We've got
coming
that
through, so
beautiful
that's
smoke
looking
ring.
very nice. They're tender.
Smoke
They're,
camp.
you know, and the fall off the bone is a thing, but it's not actually a judging thing. So if it falls off the bone, that's a bad thing.
Oh,
You still need to have some resistance.
okay.
So as soon as you pull apart just quite nicely.
Well, I'm okay with the resistance here. This is good. Viva
Wow.
the resistance. Very good.
I think we're doing pretty good here.
Brad,
All right.
you are cruising to a third belt buckle
I don't know.
of excitement.
I might have to work on the actual seasonings. I think I want a little more seasoning out of it.
Okay. All right. There's no reason not to push it because,
Oh,
but
That
now
bite-
you found
that
the right bite.
I was getting some of the caramelized, all that good stuff.
Yep.
Okay, very
Oh
nice.
boy.
All right, that works.
So everybody gets a rack of ribs in their shipment this year.
And if they're not warm, blame Grady for not shipping it fast enough.
Exactly.
They'll be ready for
Just put them in the microwave. Ptomaine can't hurt it when they're smoked, right? You can't get ptomaine
man.
from smoked ribs, I'm pretty sure.
All right, little residual of the rock. It was
But
nice.
all kidding aside, these ribs are stunning.
But I think I want something a
Crushing
little
it.
brighter and fruitier.
Okay.
But
'Cause
Danny's
I like
busy.
the rocket.
Danny's very busy, so we're going to switch over to the jug.
Thank you, sir. The flavors and Really
Very
good
nice.
with that rocket.
Very
Let's
nice.
see how it goes with
All
the
right.
jug.
And I haven't had any the slaw, so I need to do a little slaw rinse.
The slaw has a delightful brightness, like
Mm.
Danny.
How's everything?
Grady was eating the slaw, and then he said it was really good, and then he threw it on the
And
ground.
then I threw it on the ground, like
and
I normally
apparently
do.
his lips
Thank you.
let things fly out. So, and apparently the jug's going away.
And the jug is gone. This
There
is all
we
we
go.
get tonight. That's all we get is a little jug action.
All right, so jugs, cab, Syrah,
Yeah.
some Zinfandel, some
Uh-huh.
other fun things like that.
The aromatics on this year's jug are pretty spectacular, Brad.
Oh, what does it smell like then?
Mmm. Heaven. You do get some of that chocolate-covered cherry action going on there at the very tippy top.
Chocolate covered cherries.
Just a little tiny, tiny bit.
All right, I'm going to have to go inspect.
Get in there.
Very nice.
Get in there and
Mm.
see what we got. Because there's something delightfully bright at the top, which is fruit, but then there's also something really savory on top of that fruit.
For me, I'm getting in chocolate, vanilla. Those
Mhm.
things are in the same olfactory zone. I'm getting a little more of a vanilla-y, creamy cherry versus chocolate.
Versus cherry. Okay, yep.
But-
Yep.
This is the neat part. Everybody's tongue is different, and what you're going to be pulling up. So Grady's getting a little bit more of the. Sorry about that. That was Freudian. But Grady's getting a little bit more of the darker esters out of it.
Yes.
Where I'm getting a little bit more brighty, fruity ones.
Maybe it's where my nose is
Mm.
in the bowl here, kids.
Oh, you got to watch where your nose is in the bowl.
Constantly.
Um,
Oh.
yeah, I like
God
it. I think
bless
that's a
America.
really nice. I think it's a nice pairing,
It is.
and we'll be
They play so nice.
we'll be pairing this this next
At the
weekend.
May Day.
Yeah,
May Day Festival. So
yeah, very
come
nice.
out, buy
very
some
nice.
tickets, bring the kids. There's face painting and there's maypole dancing. There's all the fun stuff.
What'd you say?
Maypole dancing?
Thank you.
Maypole dancing. Not just regular pole dancing.
I was trying to wrap my head. But it is. Here's the deal. Wine country,
Exactly right.
Typically is about drinking some fantastic wine
Sure.
and more for adults. But this is a great event for the kids.
Bring the family.
And a
It's
great
fun.
event for the adults. So there'll
Yep.
be wine, there'll be ribs for the adults.
Wine and ribs.
There'll be the egg, the classic small town stuff where you're going to have the three-legged race, the egg toss.
Yes.
The maypole will be maypoled.
Yep. By
and-
professional
Yes.
kid dancers. They're good at this.
It'll be fantastic, and there's a lot of other folks. And of course, the Kiwanis Club is putting this on to support.
Yep.
And what are they going to do? They're going to support the kids.
That's what
so
they
it
do.
makes it even better. So this is a super family fun and friendly event.
Yeah,
Of
I love it.
course, there's a link on our website because we
Yep.
have folks that can do that these days. But
JJ.
you can
J
also
to the J.
when you get the link, it's going to be held at Clos du Bois this year. That's the other thing I just got to
Right.
remind everybody. If you're coming up, it's not at the
The old Hoffman
old
picnic
Hoffman
grounds. Yeah.
Kids picnic ground. So it's really nice.
Clos du Bois, which
Yeah.
is a little closer to Coppola, right in between Independence Lane there.
Just right in between.
Right in between. So easy to get to and lots of fun.
And it really is.
Have a great time if you come up.
It reminds me of when we were in Wilson, Kansas for summers, the egg
Doing the egg
tosses,
tosses,
and all of that.
The Czech Festival, because they are the Czech capital of Kansas.
And then all those crazy Czechs had a German chocolate cake
They
recipe
did.
cook-off. I guess that's close to
I guess it's close enough.
to German chocolate
It was
cake.
good enough because everybody went chocolate for that.
They
So
did.
good.
And it's all just those wonderful small town,
towny,
good time things
fun
going on.
things.
Are going to be happening this next weekend. So glad that we are being able to do this, and
It's been a
very
couple
excited.
of years where it's going to be fun.
so that is going to be awesome.
Oh
Here's
man,
my thing.
Brad,
Well, okay.
you're crushing
I'm
it
just
already.
explaining
Crushing it.
what's going on.
The maiden voyage of these ribs is a pretty good voyage.
I'm feeling very confident about where you're at. Oh, Mr.
I
Danny.
feel really good too. Oh my gosh!
So,
Here's the thing that we have we haven't had a man on the street episode for
We
a
haven't.
while.
no, we have
And
not.
So Screen Time was working really hard. And he hasn't got some, so let's do some man on the street.
So the thing about Man on the Street is with our internet problems, that camera is not working.
Then
So we are going to be doing Man on the Street. You can hear me, you just won't be able to
or-
see me.
why don't you just let's pretend? Go for it. Oh my gosh, it's so cool being at Mercury Wine. This is amazing.
No, I still want to
hey,
talk to
Danny,
some
what's
people. Oh my, yeah. It's going to be great. Yeah, everything's awesome.
Oh, these ribs are amazing. Can you believe that the winemaker can make ribs too?
Oh, it's awesome.
So
Yes.
cool.
So you don't want me to go out and talk to people?
Only
Nothing?
if they can't see it.
Oh, but they can hear me.
But they'll hear him.
But then I've got to act it out over here.
Right. But dude,
Okay.
that's part of
I have a whole bit. Look, let me do my thing.
We're going to go to our man on the street. He's going to be out there running around. doing
Yeah.
all
All right, here we
Talking
go.
about
So, man on the street.
So the weird thing is that it's JJ's birthday in a couple of days, and we're having an ultimate internet fail.
Yay,
What's wrong with
JJ.
your fancy camera, JJ? Do you have an internet? Do you have one of those microphones? What happened there? Did we have rain? in
When
California?
when the internet started to go awry, the thing stopped, and then we already started the stream by the time that I.
And you couldn't connect the thing to the
Yeah.
stream?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds like you need to see a doctor. Danny,
Okay.
take it away.
All right, man on the street here. I'm sorry you
I
cannot.
can act it out for you guys while he's talking about it. I'm ready. Okay, here we
Go
go.
for it.
Oh, interpretive dance. Last day.
May I? All right.
1, 2, 3.
All right,
Man on the street.
man on the street here. If my husband would let me do my thing, I am just going to table the tables. I will describe it to you since you cannot see me. I am asking everybody, what do you think of these ribs on a scale of 10 to 11?
What do you think about these ribs?
Oh, 11 and a half.
11 and a half, folks. All right. Okay. On a scale of 11 and a half to 12.
12.
Well, mine
12.75.
seems to have disappeared, so could I have more before I give my
Can you
number?
give me a feminine?
That's a negative, but good try. All right, folks. So on a scale of, let's see, where were we at? 12.75 to 18.
I'm going to give it a 19.
19, folks. Okay, and here we go. On a scale of 19 to orgasm,
They're tender, they're loving, they're making me feel real good. So I'm going orgasm.
folks. You heard it first. Okay, now,
Hey, man
All
on the
right.
street, can you throw it back to us live?
yes, go ahead. Back to you, Brad.
I the response to my ribs has been this fantastic. Does anybody else have anything to say?
Does anybody else have anything to say?
We've got some in the back. We got people in the back.
Why didn't you get a bigger cow? We only got 3 ribs.
Oh, no, we needed a cow. We had somebody that
Burn.
or a Chernobyl pig. One of the three worked out.
Okay, does anybody else have anything to say? Birthday girl here in the audience.
Girl.
Thank you. Well, I give the ribs a 25.
Oh, five.
Freddie gives them 100.
Freddie gives them 100, folks. Okay. All right, I will give it back to you, Brad.
All right. Hey, our man on the street. Way to go, Danny. You did an
Danny,
excellent
man on
job.
the street.
Excellent job. It's a wonder why local news has stopped that. I think it's exciting.
Man on the street is always
I
one of my
think it's
favorite
good.
things. Jaywalking
never know
was
what's gonna be
hilarious
said.
back in the day.
How about JJ walking?
JJ walking. We should bring that back. I like it.
We could talk about space. Never mind.
On
We
that
could talk
note,
about space, and it
we
could be
could.
it could
We
be
could.
JJ Hawking, man on the street
Man on the
walking,
street walking and
talking about space.
about
things.
space.
Mhm. Yes. All right.
I was
What's
thinking
that? What's up, Grade?
with these delicious ribs
I'm gonna have a bite.
because
Yes.
in the big club this time they get a 16 heavy metal. I was thinking we
wow,
should
that's pretty
taste
cool.
a little 16 heavy metal. It was incredibly generous for you to crack open
So generous.
the crazy library.
So it's over here, is what you're asking.
Yes,
Because you
it's
want
on
some.
your side, and I can't reach across the thing, and
All right.
so I'm
So we're totally redoing. So as our labels age out, we're gonna be redoing this label next
What?
year.
what's wrong? I love Danny's label. It's the best label we've
Oh,
got.
I was just gonna upgrade to something, You
Oh,
never
you know what? We should do them in foil.
Oh,
if we
that's
did
the
Danny
upgrade we
outlined
need.
it in foil, but like diamond foil,
That's
and it
what
would
we
be
need.
like sparkly. I'm getting a lot of thumbs ups on that. Okay,
All
so
right.
we're gonna just outline Danny in sparkly diamond foil.
Sounds fantastic. That'll be awesome.
I'm excited.
So, all right, what's happening here, Grady? What do you got?
Oh, hello, nurse. There is some deep, dark action happening here. Wow. From that petite Verdot
So amazing. So amazing. So many aromatics.
Well, it's a 16, so now it's starting to
Oh.
show its depth and character. It's definitely got a more mature nose.
Really?
Well, I would definitely call it mature, since I am not. I'm saying it is definitely a little more mature than I
So
am.
more of a most everything, but like a Nurse Ratchet mature or what? What type?
No, I would say a little more elegant, a little more refined, a little more Katharine Hepburn than
Oh.
Nurse Ratchet.
When she was doctoring up the
Jack
rooster.
Nicholson.
I was thinking the rooster. Which one was John Wayne?
Oh, that's Rooster Cogburn.
Here we go.
Dude, we're mixing our metaphors and our. We've got a lot going on
We're
here
blending
today, kids.
them just like the wine.
We're blending like this beautiful. What is the blend on the 16? Did you put a little Cabernet and Merlot in this one?
If I had glasses, I could probably tell you. There's a word short enough to be Merlot. So I'm going to
Okay.
say 90% Petit Verdot.
I
that
can
looks
see it
like
from
that.
here. I was
And then-
correct. It is Merlot and Cabernet in there.
Why are his eyes working and mine don't?
It's because there's an unfair advantage to being the oldest.
Okay. All right.
My eyes are just going to be like hawks forever.
Okay. Sounds fantastic. Sounds really.
I'll be the
really
eye of
good.
the sky looking at you. I could read your mind.
Wow. So I would say it's a pretty powerful one.
This is incredibly powerful. It's the 16. We've got a little bit of the 18 left, so if you'd like some 18, there's not much left of that 18 heavy metal.
We
Put it
did.
in the library the other
We
day.
sort of had a problem where we saved a little more 16.
Right. For some reason.
Sold all the 18.
Don't know why I
And
did
now we have
that.
a little more 16 than we have 18.
Weird. But I think it's a benefit for you because the 16
What I
is
think
on
is that sixes
fire.
look so much like eights. If I'm trying
They
to
do.
read, if I'm reading the label,
Right. It could be an 8. That could
I
be
wouldn't
2018.
know what I was bringing in. So
You
I
know
have
what?
no
Maybe
idea.
we should change our font and
Or
make
that's
the,
okay. I'll wear glasses.
We'll do like the vintage in 26-point font,
Oh, that's a good
so
idea.
you could totally see it from across the room. Oh, they're drinking an 18 over there. I can see
aren't
it.
they fancy? Is what I
They're
would
super
say.
fancy.
Right after judging them.
But I'm telling you what, your Petit Verdot, while monstrous, is restrained in so many ways.
Okay, monstrous.
In a great way.
Can we use another word that seems like it might be larger than other things?
Gigantic,
Or that's fine. Or
jumbo.
just maybe slightly more intense, a little bit bolder.
But you know, monstrous in a good way, like the big fuzzy red monster from the Bugs Bunny cartoons that
Got it.
everybody loved.
Oh yeah, that was a rare when they came out.
That was super fun.
That was rare. Sweet. Can you talk about that for another 5 or 6 minutes?
Of course, enjoy your ribs, sir. All right,
Oh, the
Let's
fur
see
was
how the ribs-
fantastic.
with this beautiful heavy metal. The spiciness in the ribs is beautifully melded
Oh,
with the spiciness from the Petit Verdot. It is gorgeous.
I will say that I am enjoying this very bolder,
Yep.
possibly monstrous, possibly explosive, giant or bigger one, because it's not. It's got some beautiful substance
It
into
does so much.
But it
because
is
it's
bigger
a
than those.
16.
But it is going quite nicely. But I really did enjoy the lighter, brighter fruitiness of the jug.
Mhm.
But this is actually coming together quite nicely.
This is really
And-
drawing you in.
Honestly, a little more. It's able to stand up to the slaw as well. too.
Totally. Which is a surprise because there's a lot of vinegar in that slaw too.
Well, that's what I was saying. So it was able to.
Yeah.
It was able to get there.
But yeah,
What's really cool is that I've got some vinegar in my windpipe with some slaw, which is awesome. I'm thinking about taking my mic off. But I'll see if I can work through with it. But if my right eye pops out, I will be stepping away for a second. You're going to have to
no problem.
give some people some limericks.
If you need to snort a little heavy metal to kind of
Just-
clean that
just a
out,
little bit.
it went down the wrong
But
pipe.
here's the
didn't it?
thing: is I think the rib will wash it down.
I'm hoping.
Mhm.
I'm certainly hoping.
Mm.
I don't know if we'll have the 16 at the rib cook-off.
Grady.
However,
If you were to sauce these ribs, what flavor would you put on top of them?
I don't know if you could. maximize perfection, Brad. I don't know if I'd put a sauce on there.
If you wanted my ribs to taste sad and uninteresting like everybody else's, what sauce would you want to put on?
Oh, I know exactly. It's the Hunt's bold and spicy Texas style.
I was actually looking for a region. So,
a region.
So
sorry. I'm so sorry, Hunts. So we just lost that sponsorship.
Do you want me to go hot and wet, or do you want me to go like smoky, classic?
You know, I think everybody I've ever known has loved you hot and wet,
All
sir.
Because I do have to have a sauce that's supposed to accompany it.
You do?
Yeah, they haven't.
Mesquite. I think something
mesquite sauce?
with a little more spicy, because that's going to bring up the spice you've already got, but it'll be accentuating instead of covering. Because obviously you don't want to cover this. This is where you want it to be. But if you had to have a dipping sauce, I would go mesquite because, again, we're Arizonans. And...
All right. See?
Excuse me.
What is going on?
I have no idea. I think some of that spice, that vinegar, just snorted up my nose by accident.
Well, Grady.
Totally by accident.
Grady's had a problem with those things in the past. We've had interventions.
It's not really a problem. It's not really a problem.
But
Not a problem, man.
There might have been a little ray of sunshine in
You know
your
what?
eye.
It could have been a fruit fly. I was in really deep here, and I saw a little something. It could be a fruit fly in there.
No one ever wants that.
I know, but it's just spicy little fruit fly.
That is awesome.
You've got vinegar in your windpipe. I have a fruit fly in my nose. What a fantastic show, kids! Could you pay any more for this kind of entertainment?
I'm pretty sure that Screen Time and JJ can come over here and take over for a bit.
Could,
We'll probably be all
as
right.
we go.
All right,
do we have any
if we're
Q-tips?
gonna make it through. Well, you're dealing with your situation. Mine has gotten better.
Thank God. And you've moved on. To the Messenger.
I did. I moved on.
Good call.
Oh my God, another wine.
Yet
in
another
your club.
And this is at all the clubs. The new 17 Messenger. I think he's on my brain. I think he's made it to my brain.
Freddie, would you come up and say hi for everybody? Come on. All right.
Can you make it, big dog? That's a big jump for a little dog. That's a big jump for a dog.
So this is the 17 Messenger.
Yay!
So this is a hot release.
Super hot.
New release Tuesday. What do the kids say these days? Something like that. So this is our new release in the Messenger. We still have the 16. We have a few cases of that running around.
Yes, we do. And it's
but
delicious.
the 17 was telling me that we should release it.
It was time.
And
oh, Brad, I'm excited.
Did we change the blend at all?
No, we did not. It's exactly the same, but we did change valleys.
Oh, we changed the valley.
We did. We totally flipped from our Dry Creek, and the 17 is now
so
back
the Hilltop Dry Creek to our Valley Cabernet.
to our Valley Cabernet.
Awesome. What do you think about that?
Boy, I'm loving it, dude.
Is it even more amazing Alexander Valley smelling and tasting?
Maybe, but I think the through line is definitely there. Because I've been drinking a lot of that beautiful 16, and it's really good right now. The 17 is following right its footsteps, and even though you changed valleys, the flavor seems very similar.
About a mile and a half is what ended up happening,
A whole mile.
which is totally fine. I'm really excited about this.
Oh, Brad.
Because the violets, the cherry,
they're there.
You know, I am a majority in Alexander Valley.
Yes.
Of course, I do Dry Creek.
We love our Dry
Russian
Creek people,
River.
of course.
But I mean, if I'm going to be making these things, I probably should have an Alexander Valley cab. And when we're talking about Alexander Valley cabs, we're talking about things that are much more exciting and complex than a Napa cab.
Sure.
We're talking about subtleties and nuances. We're talking about the reason why Napa got any ratings at all was back when they used to be able to use our valley.
They used to steal our fruit.
And that's when their best ratings happened
Sure.
for using Alexander Valley fruit.
Yep.
But no kidding aside, this to me smells like American Cabernet.
Yep.
So we have our very intent. We got beautiful violets up front. I think we were calling them violent violets earlier.
Violent violets.
But that would, to me, describe something that's out of balance.
Right.
But I got these
But these are
beautiful
not.
violets up front. They're fully integrated with the cherries. And
Wow.
cherries, violets, maybe some creaminess. The oak, because this one's a little
Right.
bit newer. This is obviously newer
New
than the
oak.
16.
Yep.
A
And
little bit
you get
newer
a little
oak,
more of
so
that.
there's a little bit of
A
more.
touch, just a touch.
Mhm.
Oh man. Oh, I'm so glad you released this. It is.
Yeah.
It is ready. It is ready for primetime kids.
To me, that just says Alexander Valley Cabernet. I
Yep.
love it. I'm super excited. We've got a lot more of this to come. The 18 as well, and then
boy.
All you folks that have been paying attention, we've got another Alexander Valley hillside vineyard that will be working its way into our Cabernet as
That's
well.
exciting.
Over there off of the Russian River itself on the backside of Healdsburg. So I'm really, really excited. Our Cabernet game is super strong, and this is just tasting fantastic.
I'm excited for the 16, and it's always funny, right as you come to the end of a vintage, that's when things really start to fire on all cylinders, get extra exciting. The 17 is coming out the gate so strong. I would be hard-pressed if you blindfolded me to know which was which, because it already has that subtlety. It has that nuance, but the brightness is the only thing that would give this away as the 17.
It is. I think it's a year younger. It's a little more powerful. We were looking at the drought in 14. The 15 we harvested when it was as hot as it ever been out here.
Yep.
Supposedly we were out of a drought in 16. Again, obviously we're in a 1,200-year drought, so that was crazy talk. Then they were all pretending everything was fine in 17 and 18. But honestly, we did have some rain. Even though we didn't get enough rain to come out of the drought, we did have rain in 16. We did have rain in 17.
Yep.
And so 18 was getting the benefit of that. The vines we always want to stress them out, but we don't want them too stressed out, to where it was getting the benefit that they weren't having a panic attack that we were in a crazy drought.
Right. Well, the 17 is exciting, and it comes in all clubs this time, my friends.
Oh, wow.
So every club gets the 17.
No way, that's amazing.
I know. And so all of you who bought those futures, pull out those 17s. See how they're doing.
The 17s, absolutely. If you've got the futures of the 17, they're drinking.
Because I know we did futures on that, and it's drinking gorgeously, kids, and I'm so happy.
And then because I always do a lot of research, the 18 ended up going another 6 months in the barrel because we couldn't get the glass.
Right.
And so we just bottled that recently.
Mm-hmm.
And then because I do my due diligence, I was just enjoying the 18. So I opened it up a couple days ago, and I was like, oh, you are a very young, very intense
cap.
Yeah. And then when Grady came over there, and I was like, well, here, with this thing that we had open
since
for
you're here.
A little over a day now, let's check it out. That was pretty exciting, too.
The character had totally restrained on that second day. It was drinking more like the 17.
Yeah, so really excited that the through line is working very nicely with the cabs. Wow.
Now, before we get cracking on, because we have a lot of fun things to talk about Blending Party. If you are not on the list, put your name on the Blending Party list, because they're going fast. There's not much left. But we should try some of this 18 Freddy Cuvée, too.
Oh, wow. We put the 18 Freddy Cuvée
in the big club. If you're in the big club, you get some of this delicious juice. If you're not in the big club, you can always just call Grady and say, hey, Grady, would you just swap something out? Or add a couple of bottles.
Grady, hang on a second. Anna is finally coming in it. Less than 3 minutes left at the end of the show.
Woke up from
Anna,
wake up.
What's happening over there?
I wanted to let you know that the Blending Party interest list is already at 60 people.
Oh, my Lord.
So get on the list.
Wow.
Get on the list, kids. That's 40 spots left, kids.
We have 40 spots left, so why even announce that we're having it? Let's just have everybody
just get on the list. Just get on the list.
It is really important. And actually, now that she mentioned we only have 40 spots left, we love everybody, so we probably should let everybody else know.
Yeah.
So we're going to send an email out next week, but because you're watching the show,
and you're cool,
you get the inside information, and so you know. So, but next week we should probably put out an email letting people know that there's only a few spots left.
Because that's only 20 couples.
Oh my gosh! What?
And if we have any threesomes, then it's really going to mess things up.
What did you just do? What was that face? What was that face?
Well, we had threesomes win before. We had three people win before.
When is our let's focus on some fun things. What's
more fun than a threesome? Come on.
September 25th.
4th? 5th? Do you have your tickets already? Okay, so it's the 24th. Thank you, Martin. Thank you.
September 24th is the date. So,
excellent.
The other thing, if you were thinking of making normal reservations, which means you can make reservations to stay here 2 months in advance, don't even think that there's going to be a hotel room within 700 miles of here.
Good boy,
It
Fred.
is June, July, August, September are completely packed out here. So if you are going to be traveling for this event, please make your
Airbnbs
staying
right now.
reservations now. Very, very important.
Yes,
so you
sir.
at least be close enough to where it's not crazy annoying.
Yeah, and so you can get out here and have fun with us because we want to have all of you out. So what else do we have to talk about?
I want to talk about an event that I've never been in before, and we'll see if I attend it again, and we'll see if these other wineries are up to my snuff to see if if they're going to perform as well as I am. It's no joke. I haven't been involved with the Alexander Valley Wine Growers Association for years because that event has gotten it wasn't well. I didn't enjoy it, and they've got new folks on the board. They're really trying hard, and so now I'm actually participating, and I think there's some very nice things that you can do for our.
Lots of different
it's
events.
called
Eat, Drink, Experience Alexander
Valley, and so it's a very nice thing where it's 2 days in June, and that is going to be the 11th and 12th
of June.
I'm only participating in one event today because I want to make sure that the people that experience what I have to show
Are
off
rocking
about
it out.
Alexander Valley are going to have a great experience. So my experience will only be mornings only on both Saturday and Sunday.
And you're doing
but there's, I
stuff.
believe it's, I am going to do some unique stuff, things that you guys, well, this is, we're preaching to the choir here.
We are.
The reason why people love me. So we're going to be talking about Tempranillo grown in the Alexander Valley, Movedra, Syrah, things like that.
Unusual things. There's only 20 tickets, right?
Unusual for other people in Alexander Valley that grow what they're told to, but not unusual for people that actually believe in and plant things that they know can be fantastic and even better than their original place they grew. So we're going to be talking about those unique varietals, and there's only 20 tickets available.
20 tickets per
each day
thing, yeah.
per thing for me.
40 people total.
But they're going to come up. They're going to be doing other things. With
There are other events they can do. Check out alexandervalley.org or check out our website for the link.
Yes. And so the reason why I got back involved in this is because it's really important that we promote this fantastic place that I'm in a really positive light. And so the reason why I got back involved with them is because they are serious about promoting how fantastic Alexander Valley is. It's why I chose it. It's why I'm here, because I didn't have to worry about having grapes that weren't high enough quality to make a high quality wine. So I start with fantastic grapes, where most people in the rest of the world start with adequate, sad, or miserable grapes, and then they try to achieve these things that Alexander Valley
already
produces.
has naturally.
And so it makes my life a lot easier to start with the best grapes grown on the planet to produce these absolutely fantastic wines. So it's a great event. And then what's also really neat about it is that it is just all local, small-ish, or not like our Left Bank event.
But smallish,
wineries.
interesting, fun wineries, for sure.
So there's that.
There's that. And then Left Bank, August 12th, limited tickets, small event.
What's
again.
that?
There's like 5 wineries.
Oh my God, why are we promoting Alexander Valley so much?
Well,
this is another Alexander Valley event.
They could be watching. Let's pretend we like them.
I don't have to pretend we like them.
I am
in the Left Bank for a reason.
I know.
Because the Left Bank event is really focusing on where I'm at, the Northern Alexander Valley.
Northern Alexander Valley.
And,
Jim Ricard.
we got Jim Ricard's, we got Kelly and Young, a couple other
Young.
wineries to be named.
Yep.
But so that one is another super small event, but that one's not 20 person. This one is 150 spread out over
Total,
5 wineries.
Over 5 wineries. So you're not going to ever run into a big crowd at that event.
Is that okay over there, darling?
I think she broke
right.
up.
The way you wiped it off was a little
I
seductive.
think.
Her microphone is struggling over there. She threw it on the ground.
That's what happens.
Hey, Anna, speaking of screen time and all those things, you've only made one little comment today. Does anybody else have anything to say for us? Anna's thinking about it. She's like wondering, is my microphone going to work?
We have a lot of.
You're holding it in, sir.
We have a lot of viewers asking to make sure they're on the list.
Okay.
So I'm going to say we're going to be at about 70 by the time I confirm. I'm going to add a few more people. And yeah, people are just
That is,
excited.
they're excited and happy. That
Yeah.
makes fantastic sense to me.
Mhm.
For all of, do we have any of our Oregon folks or just our Washington folks on today?
Well, today we have mostly our local. Well, the Osbournes are on.
Okay,
and the
awesome.
Hi,
Studios
kids.
Because for all of our
Hi,
folks up in
Osborne.
Oregon, I
Smancy's.
might be at an event in June up there.
Oh, yes.
Ooh, that
We're
could be
working
fun.
out the final details, but I'm gonna.
Nice.
Oh my lord! I'm gonna say. Okay, stop it. I'm
I
gonna
know,
go up to
Freddie's
the
having
Willamette
fun.
Valley where they
Firefest,
are known for their
Firefest.
absolutely fantastic Pinot Noirs,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna be showing off some fantastic wines from Alexander Valley.
How fun, dude.
I'm
ready.
hopefully
It'll be a
at
hootenanny.
the end of June. I think we're looking at June 24th on that
Mom
date.
is going to be
but
so
we're-
happy that you're up
But
in
we're
Oregon.
gonna do that, and then I will get to work on Mom as well.
Yep.
Probably,
Yeah, I'm sure. Fix the deer fence
I
because
will.
I did a horrible job fixing your deer fence. I'm
Well, did
sorry,
you hear
Mom.
what she did to it today?
Oh God, what happened?
Oh, is she? And is Judy watching today?
Okay.
Judy Beard.
She did not drive the tractor. into
No,
it, did she?
but
Okay.
but she has a deer fence around her garden,
Yeah.
and if you have things that whirl at hundreds of miles an hour,
Oh,
they get
God.
near them.
Oh God,
I'll be working on
you'll be working on
a
her
piece
deer
of
fence.
machine, or in a piece of machinery.
Did she not get all tied up?
Well,
with it?
here's the thing: is that the way you stop a machine that's out of control
Yeah.
is you just get it near a deer fence,
And it
will
stops
stop
it. Yep.
out of control.
So is
it's
the
just-
tractor parked next to the deer fence at this point?
When I talked to her on the way to do the show,
Uh-huh.
she was cutting the deer fence away
Okay.
from
From the tractor.
But
All right.
it's a different piece of machinery that she got
Oh.
near it. I know.
It wasn't the DH trimmer, was it?
It might
Oh,
have
God.
been a trimmer. But that's easier.
Well,
than
you
the
know what?
tractor.
It's a good thing I did a bad job because now it's all on the ground.
Maybe we're going to need to put some tent stakes on the deer fence and
yeah. Okay.
get it down.
All right. Well,
and
I
then-
learned a lot last time with the
And
deer
maybe
fence.
we'll get our goats to eat around the deer fence.
Good thinking.
And not use a anything that has a line that spins.
Okay.
Mom.
You know what? What we're going to do is we're going to build a flower bed all around for you, Mom.
Oh.
That
a
way
great idea.
you'll have
By
like a
by
good-
we he means Brad.
No, I would help. I would help. I would come in and I would put some stones
So
in there.
Grady
And,
is going to have a great idea.
I
It
am.
involves building flower beds.
and then Brad's going to put some bricks and she's going to trim all the way around the deer fence.
Oh, screen time can come in anytime.
Okay,
You have
so
fun happening, Howard.
all right. Hello everybody.
Hi, Daddy.
All
I'm
right.
still- I'm still nibbling on these fantastic
I know.
ribs.
I'm
You
so
know,
excited about
Well,
these.
well, you
Freddie is
front and
loving the ribs
center.
as
I'm
much
gonna
as
come
I
over
am.
here and have a little more rib action.
Right. So while you guys were enjoying the ribs that
sir.
I
So
worked
beautifully
so hard
all
on
day on
today.
and they're gorgeous.
Thank you.
They're beautiful.
I do want to take a moment and recognize
recognizing?
two birthdays today, and I know we have talked about it. But JJ, everybody, JJ. Woo!
Is JJ having a birthday?
Is turning 22 on Monday.
Wait, he's been legal this whole time.
Oops.
Good to know.
And
A
in
little difference between God's laws and Murphy's. So
and
whatever
in
you
the
wanna say.
audience as well, my new BFF Sue.
Hey, Sue! What is she, like 22?
So I don't.
23?
She didn't tell me how old she was, but I'm
22.
guessing about 22, 23.
Yeah, 23.
Ish,
23.
You
I
know.
mean, that's a little mean to say in front of her.
I know.
23.
I know. I'm sorry.
All right.
But let's do a quick singing of happy birthday to JJ and
To
Sue.
JJ and Sue.
1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to you.
JJ and Sue.
Happy birthday to you.
JJ and Sue.
Happy birthday, dear JJ and
JJ and
Sue.
Sue.
Happy birthday to you and many more. Ow! All right,
Wow.
screen time out.
Excellent job.
Oh, wait. He's almost out.
Making a blend. It's all about the
You know what?
Oh,
I didn't-
The birthday girl is
looks like-
out.
I'll get to you, baby.
Take it.
I didn't. I didn't marry the winemaker for nothing.
Sue just lost her tiara and her wine glass. So, all right, my friends.
How did we get to the end of a show? Wait, we have one more thing to say.
No, we don't.
We do. We got one more really good thing. It's really special.
Does it have anything to do with putting my sweater at the door?
It
telling people to go away.
It has a lot to do with a sale.
What?
We have the last of the 17 Zinfandel, $25 a bottle, 9 cases left, no other discounts.
Wait a minute. Wait, are you talking about
Merlot?
Trader Joe's?
No, I'm talking about your Zin. That 17 Zin, that beautiful, exciting, unbelievable Zin is only $25 a bottle because Brad's blowing it out.
But we're supposed to. Well, you'll get it when you get your wine club. You'll get this little flyer in there that's saying this has happened. But as you know, all you guys that support us, you always get the inside.
The inside first.
It's sort of like we're on the Insta, we're TikToking away over here.
We are.
You know what's going on.
We are over TikToking.
But we do have 9 cases left of it.
We do.
It's fantastic. It's drinking beautifully right now. It's awesome. But we thought it might be fun to have a real sale that make things crazy. So that's why it's out there. But you guys get to enjoy it first. The rest of the wine club won't know about this until it actually goes until they pick up their wine club or it gets shipped to them. So,
and did you want to talk about that other thing? That other thing that we were kind of alluding to at the beginning of the show, but we kind of glossed over?
Danny was really thirsty?
No, something that's golden. Special.
I don't have any of those wines with me. Can I describe them?
You could if you're feeling crazy, or you could wait till next week and really tease them.
Well, we're not doing a show next week.
We're not? Oh. We'd have to wait all the way to May. So I guess this is the best time to tell them.
So we probably should let them know.
Okay, I think we should.
And everybody knows how much I really, really love sending my wines in to be judged by other judging people and stuff like that. And so I obviously don't do it or haven't done it. Don't care to do it.
It's been a month of Sundays.
But there is a thing where just like I was out inspecting other people's wines and going to other wineries and tasting their things and doing that, I thought Anna thought about it a lot. Anna thought about it a lot, and then she made me think about it a lot, and then she forced me into
the Press Democrat
letting
North Coast
these folks
wine competition
talk about my wines, which I truly don't care because you're the only people that matter.
You're the only people.
But if the people that do their Judgy McJuster things, and so it's hard for me to get. All right, I am happy about it. It's really exciting. The 2019 Dark Side got double gold.
96
points. Something that a lot of you folks that are here don't know about, the Poco Dolce, which is my
late harvest fortified Tempranillo.
That's a pretty good one.
That's a pretty good one.
That's how I would describe it. And if you don't like dessert wines, but you like Brad's wines, it's the wine that makes you like dessert wines. And then you'll say, oh my God, I actually do like dessert wine. And then you'll taste other people's dessert wine and you'll say, this is why I don't like them, but you'll still drink mine. It got a gold, which is really super fantastic. And then another wine that I want to talk about, and it's not going to go into the newspapers or anything like that, but I did submit the Pinot Noir. Mm-hmm. And so let's say Poco Dolce went up against 600 other wines, and it got a silver.
And it got us pretty good.
Poco Dolce got a gold. And then the double gold went up against 700 or 800 wines and got the double for the Dark Side. But my Pinot Noir went up against dang near 2,000 other Pinot Noirs. And the folks that decided to judge all of those things gave it a silver, which is really quite crazy. First of all, they were tasting a lot of wines that didn't have flavor. And then when they got to mine, it must have shocked them into giving me a silver. So it's really kind of cool because we were up against Napa Valley, Anderson Valley,
Russian River,
and Sonoma Coast. With that, and I make one, and all of those guys submitted, 20, 50, or 100. So that one's really actually quite exciting for something that's not a Brad original of those things. I'm actually trying to compete and make Pinot Noir delicious again.
Yeah.
So it is really exciting. So if we need validation by Psalms, winemakers, restaurateurs, importers,
He got
and
it.
distributors, we got that. So that was actually tons of fun, and I am really, really excited about it. I am. I couldn't help it. Anna saw it come out of the Press Democrat, like at 8 o'clock at night, and if you know Anna in text, she goes to you for months, but she was all up on Brad, look what happened! Holy cow, it's quite exciting because it is quite exciting. We all know they were tasty, but it is actually very nice to
nice.
be validated by what else is going out
Especially
there.
something as crazy as the Dark Side getting a double gold.
Well, that is exciting.
It is
Syrah,
exciting.
Petit Syrah, Cab
Yeah,
Franc
and they
blend.
even mentioned how fun the blend was. That was
did
exciting. They did. They said that was one of the things that pushed over an unusual blend that they'd never had before.
Wow. But if they had been to Mercury,
well, they may have.
They could have had that for the last 10 years.
Well, maybe they will.
Or maybe they'll come
I'll have to pour them a little fun stuff.
So was that a marketing thing?
I'm trying. I'm
All
trying,
right,
baby.
we just did it. I think you did a pretty good job. We don't need to market to you. You guys know.
You know it. You guys are awesome.
Well, here's the. You already understand that you enjoy the
You guys are hip to the jive.
But it is kind of fun to take our little small winery that didn't have enough money or time or even wine to give to these folks to judge, because it takes a lot of wine to give to them, but to go ahead and throw it out there and see what happens. And we had a really good response from the other folks. So it was kind of fun. So there it is.
Brad,
so you guys know it.
Brad.
Again, if you're smashing my like button and hitting the subscribe, you're like, oh, this is pretty much like OnlyFans. You get everything up front first. So why would you laugh about OnlyFans in the back if you didn't know what it was about?
We finally got a joke that people like.
We did.
It only took us an hour. It only took us an hour.
It's gonna. Oh no!
It's not OnlyFans. It's an OnlyFan.
Okay.
Oh! Ow! Oh!
On that note, I think that we really try to break on time around here.
We do. Boy, do we.
I think it's time for our break. We'll come back for another 2 hours of fun.
That's
in
right.
just 5 minutes.
We'll be back right after this.
See you next month. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you, everybody. Great time. Thank you.